Oh man, it's about like
Do you have it?
I have it. You want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Shit, I mean, yeah, we could play that.
Let's play it. Fuck it.
Let's bump it. Mad corny. What is going on, everybody? You guys are checking, of course, Studios. My name is Shubs. I'm a music artist coming from Ottawa, Canada. You can check me out on all social media platforms at The Real Shubs. So that's on TikTok, MySpace, Instagram, whatever it is. We got it all, you know? So tap in.
What made you want to start picking up the pen? What made you want to start like writing exactly?
So I actually started off writing music in high school. This was about probably, I think, grade 10. I was in grade 10 when I was like, all right, I've been listening to music for a long, long time. I'm vibing with it. It's something I use like every day to help, you know, myself mentally, physically in the gym. I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could do some of this. So I think I remember the first verse I've ever written on any sort of beat or anything. It was What's the Difference by, I think, Dr. Dre, Exhibit, and Eminem. I heard that beat. I was like, yo, I need to write to this, you know? So that was the first song that I've ever written a verse to. And then from there, it was I just kind of fell in love with it. It was just more of something that turned out to be a hobby. So I would do it on my off time. And then eventually after high school, you know, I gained the confidence. I would say in high school, I wasn't even confident enough to hit the booth or try to record. You know, I felt like in high school, there's a lot of judgment that goes around because all the kids just talk shit, right? Everyone, you know, I was talking shit. Yeah. So it's like, you know, that actually feeds into you, of course. So after high school, you know, I was like, you know what, let me try this out. And of course, you know, the first songs I made were complete shit. And then afterwards, just sticking out to it and finding my own creative way to make it the best that it can be, you know? So it's definitely been many years that I've been making music.
Or do you remember your first attempt at writing a song? And if so, how did it go? Like your first attempt to make a song?
Yeah, so my first song that I'll say I recorded at a studio was called Ship Out. It was definitely not the best song in the world, right, but it was just more of an introduction into the studio aspect of things for me because everything before that, I was just, you know, freestyling in the car or, you know, in front of people, just like my homies and stuff and showing stuff. But that was my first time doing it. It was a nice vibe, I guess. It kind of just gave me the introduction into it, right? So it was just more of like, okay, this is what I can do in the booth. This is how it feels like, you know? So I was just kind of getting into the zone of like breaking the ice into getting into that zone, that artist zone when you're in the studio. You know, getting an aspect of, okay, how do engineers work on their side? What am I supposed to do on my side? How do you record, you know, stuff like that. It was more of like definitely an educational experience, to say the least. And then I'd say afterwards, like 2-3 times of recording, I was getting the gist of, okay, this is how the engineer works during the recording process. This is how the artist works. And then from there, it was just trying to create an efficient process on creating music.
Now, if you were to listen to that song now, like, what's it sounding like? Like,
it's so corny, bro.
Okay, what's it about? Like, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, it's about like.
Do you have it?
I have it. You want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Shit, I mean, yeah, we could play that.
Let's play it. Fuck it.
Let's bump it. Mad corny. The first song I ever made.
Yeah, we ship out. Yeah, get so high that we pass out. Yeah, flipping bricks up in the trap house. Yeah, fuck a bitch until she tap out. Yeah, with that ass out. Yeah, making money, yeah, she cash out. Yeah,
hey man, I don't know if you want to hear the whole thing or not, but
okay, that's good. That's good from there.
That's good for
no, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Come on, stop. How do you feel about that first track, and who do you think that was like the inspiration? Because if you make a first song, you kind of have to go based off of subconsciously people that you like.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like incorporating their style with your style. So who's the first one? I have an answer for both, but I'd love to hear what you would say.
So this was high school time. So you're talking like related to that song, not just like just first or like who inspired me from like my get-go?
Well, yeah, well, based off of that, yeah, Get Go, and I'd also like to hear based off of those two songs.
Okay,
Because I hear a little bit of certain artists, a little bit.
Yeah. So my get-go, my main artists to this day that are actually in my personal top 5 forever are 50 Cent and Akon.
Okay.
So like those two growing up, like even to this day, my favorite album I think is Freedom by Akon. Amazing album, very beautiful. I remember the first rap song I listened to that I remember, just recall of like I'm searching this up type thing.
Right.
Was Hands Up by 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks. So that was the first one. So that's kind of how I dwelled into that world. Probably in like 05 or 06, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was young, you know?
Yeah.
But then in the high school times when I started recording, I listened to a lot of Travis Scott in high school.
That's who I was gonna say.
That's what you're gonna say?
That's what I was gonna say. I swear to God. Okay.
Yeah. So Travis Scott was a big one in high school. I played a lot of sports. It was like pump up music, you know.
Yeah.
I think my anthem in like grade 12 was Nightcrawler by Travis Scott, Ray Shrem. I think Chief Keef was in there too.
Yeah.
So that was probably my anthem in high school. So I listened to a lot of Travis Scott, and then probably just like the older stuff. I was a big person on like The Game, Nas, 50 Cent, Akon. I feel like those are like the main inspiration. I feel like I still to this day, I feel like how there was like Pop Smoke modern version of 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I kind of feel myself like going. I still feel like it's very different, but my inspiration is always, I don't know, through with Akon. I feel like the way he was able to hop on the hooks of every record and just kill it.
Yeah.
And like his sound, it was more, although on the rap songs and stuff, it was more poppy and more like mainstream sound. That's
Yeah.
kind of what inspired me and kind of like the direction I've been going personally, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.